Hey, what's going on? It's me, Dolores, the pastor's daughter. I'm here, I'm back, and I'm earlier than usual. And I got my fans, and I plan on popping it the entire video. Okay. No, I'm just playing. But look, hey, you guys, it's me, Dolores, the pastor's daughter. We are back at the Kingdom Code podcast, right? Which means it's a community of daughters everywhere. We talk about everything, honey, okay? Because we are daughters, we are women, we do our thing, and we cannot be controlled, okay? Listen. Hey, y'all, happy Wednesday. So, look, okay, let me show y'all my shirt real quick. I know it's what is it? It's probably backwards for you guys, right? But it says, handle with care. I am somebody's daughter, okay? So, okay. Look, we ain't even gonna be snapping no more. We just gonna pop our fans, okay? We don't have to do this, okay? We just do this. Okay? Like, behave yourself accordingly. Okay. Anyways, so look, y'all, it's been a minute since I've watched Dawson Speaks, right? I don't know, it seems like he hasn't really posted anything lately, but y'all, he posted something 6 days ago and I didn't see it. Like, I don't know why, how I didn't see it, but I figure, you know what, since I haven't watched it yet, let's watch it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? So, this is going to be my first time seeing this. So, we're going to be watching it together. Okay. So, you're going to get my real raw reaction. Okay. So, y'all can actually listen. When I first watched something, I'm telling y'all, I be having all kinds of commentary. Okay. So, this might be a good thing. Okay, let me see. Let me share it my screeneth. And if you don't mind, you guys. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay, so if you don't mind, my loves, please, please, pretty please, like the video. Okay. Look, y'all, I was in here getting my dance on, y'all. I was in here getting it. Okay, getting my dance on. Um, okay, so before we get started, right? Before we get started with actually doing the review of the this show, if you saw the caption, it says married Detroit pastor living a double life. Y'all know my father's from Detroit, right? Y'all know that's where my family from, right? I told y'all I'm Dietrich Hatton's first cousin, y'all. Okay. We from the D, honey. Um But I personally was not born in Detroit, okay? I just want to go ahead and just put that out there. I was born in West Virginia. If you get my book, you'll know the whole story of why I was the only one out of all my siblings not born in Detroit, okay? Ugh, the travesty of it all. So you guys, I don't know if you have downloaded my new ebook yet. My ebook just came out last week, Wednesday. So it's a week old, you guys. Okay. So I need you guys to go ahead and download that on Amazon Kindle or all you have to do is go to my website and yeah, and then just sign up, right? Just sign up on my website. Let me put that in there because I didn't even put that in the description. I have it I have it in other places, but I want you to have to find it. So let me put in the chat. What is it? What is my website? Okay. It's Kingdom Code Academy. Oh, I'm spelling it wrong. Okay. Kingdom Code Academy, you guys, .com. Okay. KingdomCodeAcademy.com. And all you have to do is sign up for an account and you'll get my guidebook for free. Okay. So like how easy is that? I'm gonna put to get my new guidebook. Okay. Now all you have to do, I'm trying to look around my microphone. It's all in my face. I spelled something wrong. Okay, so all you have to do is just, sign up for an account and you'll get the guidebook. Like it's right there for you. Okay. So you guys know we've been talking about discernment in the mornings. I've been giving you guys a daily dose of discernment this week. And so we've been reading the A Yearn to Discern by R.L. Mako, and it's A Yearn to Discern, Finding Purpose and Fulfillment Through Discernment. So make sure if you want to get this book and follow along, you're welcome to. Like it's I think it's like 16 chapters, and we're going to go through every one. Yeah, it's 16 chapters. We're going to go through every last one. So you have time to go ahead and grab this book if you want to, okay? Because it's always good to have the book for yourself, right? So like you can follow along on your own. Plus, in this book, there are sections in here where she gives you some questions, reflective questions, right? So in a little area where you can fill out, the answers to the questions, as you see fit. Okay. Um, so it's really good to have this book. I have it hard copy, and I also have it on Kindle, I believe. And then we're gonna get into, hold on, I'm gonna show y'all this her other book as well. Hold on, you guys. Okay. And this one, A Year to Discern, right? This one is by her as well. And we're gonna get into that too. And also, hold on. Okay, because look, y'all, I don't play about discernment. Okay, I do not play, and I have read every last one of these books. Okay, this is The Discerner by James Gall. I was telling y'all about that this morning when we were talking, because I was telling y'all about all the discernment books that I have, and I have more on Kindle. So we're gonna be, going through those books because I want you guys to have a good range of information from multiple sources, so that you can make good decisions and you have all the information you need. Um, it's always good to do book reviews anyway, because it's going to expand your knowledge. And what better way to kind of like read a book than to actually be part of like a book review or a book club type of a setting. So this is kind of like, I guess, my way of doing like a book club type of thing. So, as we grow in our community, then, we can add more books. We can make it a little more secluded, whereas it's just like a few people who are actually like signed up for the book club who are part of it. I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. Okay. But for now, I need you guys to have the information. So my goal is to give you guys a daily dose of discernment, every single day every single morning that I come on here. And it's really helping to hold me accountable because, it's getting the information out to you. Plus, I do that right after I do my morning workout. So, it's kind of like I'm already, in the zone, you know what I'm saying? So then I just go ahead and like, you know, get it all done. And I just feel so accomplished to y'all. Like this week, I have felt so accomplished. I've worked out 3 days. It's Wednesday, right? I worked out Monday, Tuesday, and today. Okay, look at God, won't he do it? Okay, so let me read a little bit of this to you. This is the Religious Narcissist Decoded. This is the book I just showed you on the screen. This is my new guidebook that is out. You can see it's got a good, it's a good amount of thickness there. It's got a lot of good information for you. But I'm going to read a couple of pages to you because that's going to give us a good little start to what we're about to watch, right? Because I haven't seen this video yet, but I'm just thinking he gotta be a religious narcissist. He gotta be a religious narcissist. He's a whole pastor living a double life. The nerve. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the first couple pages of this book. Okay. Of this here guidebook. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna read like 4 pages to y'all. Okay. So the religious narcissist decoded. You know what? I should pull it up, huh? Why didn't y'all tell me that? Listen, honey, like I could totally pull up the book. Honey, it's my book. Okay. Hold on. Child, let me pull up this book right quick. Right quick. Okay, hold on. Let me locate her. And then I'm going to let me do it this way. Let me locate the book and then okay, where did you just disappear to? Where did you go? Oh, I think I opened up the wrong thing. I think I opened up the email, my email. I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Okay, here it is. Here she go. Yes, my book is a she. Okay, like of course, because like I wrote it. So here she is my book. All right. So here, okay, now let me share my screen with you so that you can see what I see. Do you see what I see? And then we're going to do it that way. Okay. So then that way you guys get to see. Hold on. Why isn't it giving me? There it is. There it is. Okay. Ooh, child. All right. Okay. Why aren't y'all seeing it yet? There it is. There she is. All right. So this is the dedication, of course. You can see that. Next page is the author page, table of contents. And if you just want to look over that really quick, table of contents is decoding the religious narcissist, the 10 characteristics of religious narcissists, religious narcissism, a cautionary tale, the religious narcissist 10 commandments, 14 spiritual abuse tactics, my story, the daughter of a religious narcissist, because you guys know that I am the daughter of a religious narcissist. Um, Chapter 6 there is discerning spiritual abuse. 7 is exposing religious narcissism. And then the final chapter there is the religious narcissist decoded masterclass. So I'm just giving you guys a bit of information about the masterclass there. So let's go here. Let's go from the very beginning. Okay. Decoding the religious narcissist. Religion has long been a source of comfort, guidance, and community for countless individuals around the world. It provides a framework for moral values, purpose, and connection to a higher power. However, within religious communities, one may encounter individuals who intertwine their spiritual beliefs with narcissistic tendencies. These individuals, known as religious narcissists, exhibit characteristics that blend self centeredness and self aggrandizement with religion. A religious narcissist is someone who combines elements of narcissism with religious beliefs or practices. Religious narcissism can manifest in various ways. It is crucial to distinguish between healthy religious devotion and narcissistic behavior within a religious context. While not all religious individuals display narcissistic traits, religious narcissists manipulate their religious standing to serve their personal agendas, seek admiration, power, and control over others. Discerning a religious narcissist within a religious community can be challenging, as they often blend in and manipulate their surroundings to maintain a facade of piety and righteousness. However, with careful observation and attention to certain signs, it is possible to identify potential religious narcissistic traits. Okay. So here I added a quote: spirituality meets self adoration. The greatest deception of a religious narcissist lies not in their manipulation of scripture, but in their insatiable hunger for worship and control, exploiting the very faith meant to liberate souls, ultimately chaining hearts and minds in a maze of delusion. Should I make this a little bit bigger? Would that Oh, look at it. Okay. Now y'all should be able to see it better. Okay. Religious narcissism knows no boundaries and can manifest across a wide spectrum of spiritual leaders, from the most heinous cult leader to the seemingly benign small town preacher. This toxic trait can lurk within anyone wielding religious authority. At one extreme, we find the manipulative and exploitative cult leaders who cunningly preys on their followers' vulnerabilities, instilling fear and blind loyalty. These narcissistic figures create cult like environments where their followers' minds and lives are tightly controlled, leaving them trapped in a web of deception and emotional manipulation. On the other end of the spectrum, we may encounter a small town preacher who may appear pious and well intentioned on the surface. However, beneath the facade of piety, they harbor self serving motives, using their religious status to assert control over their congregation or seek personal gain. Regardless of the scale, the impact of religious narcissism can be profound and damaging. It leaves a trail of shattered trust, broken relationships, and spiritual disillusionment in its wake. Recognizing this trait within religious leaders is crucial to preserving the authentic essence of faith and fostering genuine spiritual growth and connection. Now let's keep going. Actually, let's take a break from that. No, wait a minute. Yeah, let's keep going because I'm what I'm thinking is that we're going to find, like, once we look into, like, once we do this religious versus regular, and I put regular in quotations because I mean there's really nothing regular okay about narcissism, but I was trying to make a distinction here, so that's why I put kind of regular in quotations here, so it just kind of like lets you know like that there is a slight difference, and really that slight difference between um can you guys hear me okay, between religious narcissists um and regular narcissists is probably what ends up make um enabling them to blend in and to go unnoticed for so long. Okay, does that make sense? Let me hold on, y'all. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, all right. Wanted to just make sure that you guys could hear me okay. Um, all right. Make sure that you like and share the video as soon as you come in so that you don't forget, my loves. Okay, now let's continue. Religious versus regular narcissism. Okay, and like I said before, there's really nothing regular about narcissism, but it's just my effort to make a distinction here. Okay. Religious narcissism and regular narcissism may share some common traits, but they manifest in different contexts and have distinct implications for individuals and communities. While both regular narcissists and religious narcissists exhibit manipulative behaviors, religious narcissists specifically use religious beliefs, practices, and doctrines as tools for manipulation. They may distort religious teachings, invoke divine authority, or claim special spiritual insights to control and exploit others. Here are some comparisons between the two. Okay. So I give you guys some comparisons in the next couple pages here. And then I give you guys just a sheet where you could take some notes, write down some things that maybe you have noticed that that need to be discussed as well, you know. So let's go with the first one here, exploitation of religious authority. So, religious narcissists often hold positions of authority within religious communities, such as pastors, priests, and spiritual leaders. They leverage their status and influence to to damage unwavering to demand unwavering obedience, extract financial resources, and foster dependence among their followers. Their exploitation is masked by under the guise of religious duty or divine instruction. I must be tired because I am like reading like I didn't write this myself. Anyways, let's keep going. Divine justification. Regular narcissists may engage in self centered behavior without invoking religious or spiritual justifications. In contrast, religious narcissists often use their faith as a shield for their actions. They believe that their perceived divine calling or spiritual superiority absolves them of accountability and provides justification for their harmful behaviors. Now, I'm telling y'all, I have not have not watched this video yet, but I'm thinking that all of these things are what we're going to see in this video, right? Is all of these characteristics. He's probably going to he's already exploited his religious authority, okay? Because he's living a double life. So, And then he's probably going to put some divine justification on his behavior. Y'all, I promise you, that's probably what's gonna happen. But we gonna see, okay? Weaponization of faith. Religious narcissists weaponize faith, using it as a means to control, shame, or condemn others. They may impose strict religious rules, judge others based on their adherence, and create a culture of fear and guilt. Their manipulation is deeply intertwined with religious beliefs and practices. Let me read that again. Their manipulation is deeply intertwined with religious beliefs and practices, making it more difficult for their victims to challenge or escape their influence. Okay? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because that's the big deal, right? That's the big deal between this quote unquote regular narcissist and a religious narcissist is that everything they're doing is all intertwined with what you have been conditioned to believe, what you have grown up believing, or what you have come to believe religiously. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually. So when they um when they inflict their narcissistic stuff, junk on you, right? They're using your beliefs, right? They're using your faith, they're using your religion, they're using your practices that keep you grounded, that keep you comforted, that keep you sane, you know what I'm saying? That keeps your spirit in check. They're using those very things to manipulate, control, deceive you. And frankly, it's messed up, okay? So, spiritual abuse. While regular narcissists can cause harm in various relationships and contexts, religious narcissists specifically engage in spiritual abuse. They exploit their followers' spiritual vulnerabilities. And we all have spiritual vulnerabilities, okay? We're all spiritual beings. So we're going to have some vulnerabilities when it comes to spiritual things. Utilizing religious doctrines to inflict emotional, psychological, and even physical harm. Okay? And that's just to name a few. Their abuse often takes advantage of the deep trust and reverence that individuals place in religious leaders. Good evening, Aaron Larkin. I'm so glad you are here. Let's go to the next one. Religious hypocrisy. Religious narcissists may present themselves as pious, devout, and deeply connected to their faith. They may engage in performative acts of religiosity, such as public prayers or charity work, to maintain their image. However, behind closed doors, they may display a stark contrast between their public persona and their true behavior, revealing their religious hypocrisy. So it sounds like this guy, this married pastor in Detroit living a double life, is definitely a religious hypocrite. Okay. So, like, you're seeing already, just based on the title, okay, of the video we're about to watch, that this guy is already exhibiting the characteristics of a religious narcissist. Now, let me go ahead and read this last paragraph to you, okay? These distinctions are meant to shed light on the specific characteristics and behaviors and how their manipulation is intertwined with their religious beliefs and practices. It's essential to recognize and address both forms of narcissism to protect ourselves and foster healthier and more authentic relationships and communities. Awareness and discernment are powerful tools in navigating the complex dynamics of narcissistic behavior, whether within religious context or in other aspects of life. Okay, so this is my new guidebook. It's called The Religious Narcissist Decoded. Okay, and it's an ebook, so it's available for download on Kindle. Um, for $9.99, or you can go to my website, sign up for my website. Is totally free, and you can get the guidebook for free. Okay, so all you got, it's right there. Um as soon as you sign up for an account on my website, then you will get the Religious Narcissist Decoded guidebook. Okay. um I want you to have it. So, I'm really asking that you guys go ahead and access it any type of way. Like, you can buy it if you want to, child, because like, you're gonna be supporting your girl. Okay. So you can go buy it on Kindle. Or you can go to my website and get it for free. But you know what I'm saying? You can always still donate though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so here we go. Like, let's go ahead and get into this video, y'all, because like I'm wanting to see what's going on here. Okay, like I want to see what kind of double life this guy is living. Okay, honey. Like, let's get into it. All right, here we go.
What up, y'all? It's your guy Dawson from D&D TV. Thank you for rating, commenting, and subscribing. Everybody who's donated, those of you all who will, all that information is in the description box below. Also, go over to my other YouTube channel, Dawson Speaks TV. Make sure you subscribe over there and hit that little bell so you get notifications when I drop a new video. Now let's get into this topic. Now this video is for educational purposes, so as I approach this topic with respect, I need you all to please be respectful in my comment section. Thanks. Now before I get into this topic, let me say that Dawson Speak TV does not discriminate on the basis of race, color, religion, gender expression, age, national origin, disability, marital status, sexual orientation, military status, or political affiliation. All right, now this story comes out of Detroit. What's up, Detroit? I got a lot of subscribers from Detroit from doing this case. However, we're going to specifically focus on the Palmer Park area in Detroit. Now, for those of you who are in Detroit, you already know about this area. However, for many of you all who don't know about the Palmer Park area, from what my viewers and subscribers, many who have commented on past videos that I've done on this case, because I have been following this case for about 4.5 years, well, since the beginning. The Palmer Park area is an area known for prostitution, or as I like to call it, textbook word is survival sex work. And the individuals that mostly participate in that line of work in the Palmer Park area are mostly trans women. Now, you all remember the story of Pastor Albert Weathers, the married pastor of Logos Church in Detroit. And their motto or slogan is, a church empowered by God to impact generations. Right. Now there's the pastor and his wife, First Lady right there. Take a breath. All the women need to come to the Lord's church and find a good man. You need to come to the Lord's church and find a mighty man of God who's giving the Lord his best.
Don't she look so wholesome and just like, don't she look like a sweet first lady? She do look like a sweet first lady though, y'all.
Yeah, right. If he was giving the Lord his best, he wouldn't be down there cruising the Palmer Park area trying to participate in the sausage fest. Don't you think? Now, let me go on. Wait, before I go on, I think we need to hear a word from Pastor Albert Weathers.
Yes.
Listen to this.
Yes.
If you don't hear me preaching no more, remember this. Whatever you're going through, Jesus waited all and all with him now. Sing and let the Christian say, his blood, what it was, away my sin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel so pushing now. We've been paying bills all night. Anybody here know joy? Coming in the morning.
Weeping may endure for a
Oh,
night, but joy
Lord.
coming in the morning. Yeah, we know that. It's coming for us. But your morning coming when you get sentenced next month. And when they give you those years, couple of years in prison, they gonna give you. You gonna have everything you want in prison in the morning. Sausage in the morning, sausage in the evening, sausage late at night. That's what you want, nigga. Get out the Lord's church, man. Get out the pulpit. Sit your ass down.
Dawson
Now,
said,
Pastor
"Stop
Albert
it!"
Weathers kissed his wife on the forehead before he left the house on his way to work at his then job, which was at the Great Lakes Water Authority. However, he decided to stop by the Palmer Park area before he clocked in. He drove around a couple of times like he usually does, according to the trans woman Kyra. You all remember Kyra, who testified in court that Pastor Albert Weathers always drove around the block a couple of times before he would pick someone up.
I remember this, y'all. Like, I remember watching this case. It must have been on Dawson's channel before. Oh, man, that means we're going to have to go back, too. We might have to go back and watch that one, too, y'all. Let's keep... look, Kyra was not... Listen, Kyra said... Kyra was telling it all, honey. Listen, Kyra said, "Okay, I'm spilling all the tea. Okay, honey."
Pastor Albert Weathers would do that because he was DL, undercover, a married pastor, and he knew that situations like this could be very tricky, sticky,
Y'all
icky.
can be a messy, y'all.
You nasty bastard. Why didn't you just get your sexual urges fulfilled before you left home? You were just with your wife, sir. What's the problem, Albert?
Okay. I gotta ask the question. Okay, I gotta ask since Dawson brought it up. Okay, Dawson brought it up, so I gotta ask y'all why. Okay, now. Why does a man choose to be oh my God. Am I y'all can't cancel me so I can ask this okay. Y'all can't cancel me. Listen. Why does a trans man choose to be with no. Why does a straight man choose to be with a trans man? Like instead of the woman that he's already with. When can't you do everything with the woman you with that you do with the trans man? Y'all, am I wrong for asking that question? Am I wrong for asking that question? Like, isn't that a good question? Don't y'all think that's a good question? I think it's a good question. Because, like, can't you do everything with your wife that you are doing with this trans person? But his wife does look like she just no, never mind. I'm not gonna see. This is why I should not be watching. For the first time, I should not be watching shows with y'all because I'm gonna say something that if I had already watched it, I would have already said this stuff. So then when I watched it with y'all, then I would already be, calmed down, tamed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to know. But she does kind of give, she ain't really into a lot of stuff that he might be into, obviously, because he's into men, trans men. I don't know. Let me just stop. Let me fan myself and just and just stop with my line of questioning right now, because I feel like I'm about to dig myself a whole hole. Okay, a whole hole.
Your wife couldn't satisfy your needs? Let me go on. Now, Albert Weathers, Pastor Albert Weathers, picked up Kelly Stowe for sexual services. An altercation took place over a payment for the services that Kelly rendered to the married pastor. Now, the pastor has told everyone.
Not an altercation over payment. Y'all, an altercation over payment? So this dude didn't want to pay? Is that what I am hearing right now? So he don't even have the money to like indulge in all his fantasies and urges and, you know, degeneracy. So, sir, you need to not have all of that, or you need to make more money. Like, obviously, pastor ain't gonna give you the money that you need so you can engage in all of your, you know, deviant behavior.
The Kelly tried to rob him. Yeah, right.
Kelly
However, authorities have always believed that the shooting stemmed from.
Yeah, do y'all believe? I just can't. This is why I can't. Why did I choose to do this? Why did I choose to watch this with y'all? I ain't gonna do nothing but get myself in trouble. Listen, y'all. He said the girl tried to. He said that the person tried to rob him. Do y'all believe that? It's given, dude, you probably didn't even want to pay. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's given to me. It's given, you didn't want to pay for the services that you received. Let me stop stopping it. Okay, I'm going to go back a little bit. Let me stop stopping it. Because, see, this is what I do when I just watch stuff myself. Because I'll be like, they are so predictable. So, like, I mean, what's crazy is that a lot of these people who engage in this, like, just for real, like the religious narcissist and all of that stuff, y'all, they are so predictable. They all do the same thing. It's definitely like a spirit that they all must like share, you know, like they all have the same spirit. Why are you putting all that in my chat though? You about to get blocked. STU made up place. Why are you putting all those dots in my chat? What is going on here? Anyway, so y'all, they all the same. They are all the same. And to me, it's given, he didn't want to pay. What y'all think? He didn't want to pay for the services rendered. And so the person was about to take the money that they feel like they earned. That's what I'm thinking. But
Pastor has told everyone that Kelly tried to rob him. Yeah, right. However, authorities have always believed that the shooting stemmed from a dispute over payment for sex services. And the reason why everyone in Detroit and everyone who's heard this story believe that this happened over sex services rendered to Pastor Albert Weathers is because everyone knows that that area at night or in the wee hours of the morning, if you're going down there, you know what you're going down there for.
Right.
Oh, Dawson, our pastor just went down there to evangelize to the people. He just went down there to have Bible study.
He was evangelizing, all right.
He didn't go down there for no Bible study. Maybe boot study, but he sure didn't go down there for Bible study. Now, just a week ago, Pastor Albert Weathers pled guilty. He pled guilty, and he's now facing 10 years in prison. I think he should have way more than that. Now, I'm going to let you hear what Kelly's family had to say about this because they've been waiting for some type of justice to happen in this case for 4.5 years. So I'm going to let you all watch this video, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary. And you all know me. I'm Dawson, and I won't hold back.
Okay. So first of all, Okay, I've been laughing this whole time because this dude is just like so typical that it's like it's funny at this point when you hear like these stories and you just like this is such typical behavior. He got himself served, okay? He didn't want to pay, okay? Like it's just it's so predictable at this point. Then they get into an altercation, then he shoots him, and then he feels like, well, nothing should really happen to me because this is a whole trans person. So what, they're less of a person or something? Like, no, dude, if you get services from a sex worker, then you need to pay them for their services, or you need not seek their services. It's really just that simple. But let me just bring it back a little bit because we do have to realize that someone was actually, you know, was a person killed in this case? Was the person killed or were they shot and they live? I didn't hear it at first, but it's like if the family is seeking justice, then obviously that person must have died. And so like just, my condolences and prayers and strength and all of that stuff go out to the family who is now missing a loved one, who now is grieving because this dude wanted to get his rocks off and didn't want to pay for it and then got violent. Like, that's crazy. Let's continue.
I just wanted to hear him admit it.
Jessica Williams lost her child in December of 2018. Now, 4.5 years later, Pastor Albert Weathers of Sterling Heights has pleaded guilty.
It has been heart-wrenching. Yeah, Kelly was my first grandchild, and we had a bond, a serious, tight bond. I don't want her to be what society may have a picture of trans women of color. They're not throwaways. They're not people who people have forgotten. They all have a backstory, and I think that's something that needs to be realized.
How tortured are you to lead such a duplicitous life, and to the point that you were willing to cover up what you did by taking this life? How dare you? Clearly, he's attracted to that population. So own it. Own it. And maybe change your life.
My sister never wavered in her commitment to her child as a person first. And that's what I would encourage families to do.
Wait, what?
Look beyond the social stigmas.
Stick by your kid. Stand with them. You had them. They're yours. And support them.
All right, y'all, let's go in. I ain't going to tarry with this too long, but let me say this. I want to send my condolences out to the family of Kelly Stowe. They have handled this for 4.5 years with such grace, and they wanted to get justice, some kind of justice for Kelly. To Mama Jessica, Grandmama, the sisters, all of y'all. But I want to piggyback off what the aunt said. I believe that's the aunt, who said, how could you, Pastor Albert Weathers, lead such a duplicitous life? Clearly, sir, you're attracted to that population.
Hold on. Let's look up that word. Okay, let's
Word of warning. This podcast
let's look up that word. Duplicitous. Okay. Deceitful, treacherous. Ooh, that's a good word. Duplicitous. I like that word, y'all. Okay. Deceitful, treacherous. So why do you suppose, you guys, why do y'all suppose that he decided to live this life like this? You know what I'm saying? Like that's a really good question. I mean, if that's what you're attracted to, or you know what I'm saying, then why not just do that? Why not just be that? Why are you living this double life? Why are you playing with God, playing with God's people, and then doing all of this, duplicitous, okay, duplicitous behavior on the side, behind the scenes? Why are you doing this? So what do y'all think? Like, why do you suppose they do this? do you think that, at least I guess from most of our perspectives, it seems like wouldn't it just be easier to just live the life that you obviously want to live? Like, why are you playing games? Just be who you are.
We all know that now. Not just because of the incident with Kelly, but because of the trans individuals who testified in court that they had been with you and how aggressive you were. The same aggression that you show your wife. Remember, your wife's best friend wrote me a letter saying how you were so aggressive towards her, how you stepped out of the marriage. I don't forget nothing, and I keep everything.
For real?
Now, let me say something to his wife, because it appeared that when Albert Weathers, because this case has been going on for 4.5 years and he was in jail, then they released him, during the pandemic time. It was crazy, and they were releasing a lot of people during that time. They released him, and I believe he got back with his wife, and at the end of 2021 and early 2022, I guess he was starting back with his church again, and his wife, from the photos and everything, she was right there. Ma'am, you know what your husband did to you? Before this incident with Kelly, you know what happened with this. Everything is laid out for you. If you choose to be with that man, and if you choose to wait those 8 or 10 years that they give him, that's on you, ma'am. That's on you. I have nothing else for you. That's on you. Now, next month, Pastor Albert Weathers will be sentenced, and I'll give you all an update on that, all right? Now, some of you were sending me videos and the TikTok. I know it was on TikTok, and some of my brothers, I think Dr. Rashad Ritchie, he has an awesome YouTube channel over there. Most of y'all probably already subscribed. Go over there and subscribe to him. Indisputable? He does great work on YouTube. I love people who actually do good work.
Too, yeah.
And some other brothers on YouTube talked about this particular case. Pastor Joe was involved, or has been involved, with a trans woman for quite some time.
He didn't want to pay
and at this
either.
particular meeting that they had, Pastor Joe didn't want to pay the full price. And so he got put on blast. Take a look.
You ain't paid me my money. You ain't paid me my money. You watch this camera when you give me my money.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all, hold up. What is on the back of his pants? Is he using a bow tie as a belt? I know you lying. Hold on. Let's go back. I gotta pause it right at the right time.
He got put on blast. Take a look.
You ain't paid.
Y'all, what is that? I cannot. Y'all, why does he have first of all, his pants is too big. And he has a bow tie. Okay. Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it. Fix your people. Y'all, do y'all see this foolery? Say it ain't so, y'all. Like, tell me, am I seeing this wrong? Yo, he has a bow tie. Who helped him put that bow tie on back there? Because you think he could put that on by himself? Because it looked like he got it like hooked in, like inward. Oh, okay. So you hook a bow tie like right on that end. Maybe he did do it himself. But y'all, what if his wife helped him? What if his wife helped him put that bow tie on like that? How many sizes too big do you think the pants are? Because he had a whole lot of fabric in that suit jacket because he was covering up like his whole. Yeah, I was wondering why it was like. Yeah, he was covering up like his whole face, like his whole body was able to be wrapped up like twice with that jacket. Okay.
Paid me my money. You ain't paid me my money. You watch this camera when you give me my money. 15 minutes, 125. You know the drill. How many times a week we meet up, Joe?
15 minutes, 125. Girl, make your money, honey. Okay, make your money.
This time, really, you think we finna? No, I'm sorry. Your wife gonna see this. Your wife is gonna see this. Pay me my money or get a divorce. Which one is gonna?
Look how big that jacket is.
Which one is it gonna be? She's gonna know. 3-4 times a week he here, y'all. Facebook, he's here meeting with me in this room.
Not multiple times a week.
No, I'm not getting you off for nothing. Everybody gonna know about you. Run me my money. I ain't got time for this. You know my money is valuable. I'm sorry. You know my time is my money, and
Y'all, he don't even have no more money. He came there with the if he goes there often, he knows what the price is. Isn't that what the person is saying, right? He didn't even bring any more money. Y'all, he totally purposed within his mind that he was going to go and get his services rendered, okay? Without paying the proper price. Okay, you got to pay the proper price, okay? Pay the proper price.
I'll explain my time with you.
I gave you $200 last time.
And you got $200 worth of pleasure the last time too.
Let me tell you when I get home.
No. You ain't gave me nothing extra. You got extras. I'm sorry. No. Absolutely not.
Look, she said you got your $200 worth. Okay. So he talking about I gave you $200 last time. You got your $200 worth. Okay. I'm wondering, she must not have made him pay beforehand. That's probably what happened. She didn't make him pay first. You got to make them pay first, honey. Okay. You got to pay first and then you get your services rendered. Okay. To pay the proper price.
This ain't happening. You're not leaving, Joe.
Get me off that damn camera.
No. When you give me my money, I'll get you off the camera. You're getting a divorce. What you're going to get is a divorce. Everybody on Facebook is going to see this. Yes, his name is Joe. She'll know who you are. Everybody might not know, but she will know. She will know. You know when you give me my money.
Look at that hat.
Give me my money. Give me my money. That's all you have to do. I'm sorry. 15 minutes for 15 minutes. 125. 125. You know the rates. You know the rates.
She said, give me my money. Okay.
What?
Woo. Now let me say this. I'm glad that the other brothers on.
She said, give me my $125. Okay. You got your 15 minutes of pleasure. So you give me my $125. You got to pay the proper price with your bow tie holding up your pants. That's way too big. He got way too much fabric on there. Cause how he able to cover up his whole face with his suit jacket, y'all? Come on now.
YouTube and the people on TikTok broke this story because people get mad at me. Oh, Dawson, that's all you do. No, that's all your damn pastors do. They don't want to sleep with their wives, the women they got up in front of the church, in front of God and all their family members and said, till death do us part, I'm going to be committed. They don't want to be committed to their wives. They want everyone else. And when I speak on it, people get mad at me. And I know why you all get mad. And I told you women, you got to listen to me. The people who get hurt the most in religious institutions, I've been saying this for years, are women and children. Sometimes men get...
Women and children, I done told you. That's and that is what lets you know that most narcissists, period, are men. And then most religious narcissists are men. They're men. Who's in the leadership telling women that they can't even be in leadership in the church? Men. But y'all stay in these women's in the comment section when we're in here talking about our experiences with men, spiritual abuse, physical abuse, financial abuse, all the things, sexual abuse. Like, this is like all the things that he is doing.
Get hurt too, but mostly it's women and children because they want to keep you silent, they want to keep you dumb, and they want to keep you under their feet, basically, so they could do whatever they want to do. But if you want to stay like that, that's on you. But it's some women who saying they ain't taking this mess off of y'all. There's some women in the church who say, you got one time to cheat on me. You got one time to raise your hand at me. You got one time to try to mess up my credit. You got one time to try to bring me a STD or bring one. I'm out. Care what scripture you read to me. Now look, I know we revolutionaries over here, and that's why they don't like my show and ask me if I care. Hell no. Until next time, it's your guy Dawson. Y'all know I'm one of the baddest vloggers out here. Now, if you all want to support this platform, please share this video. Thumbs up the video. If you want to support your boy, there's your boy's Cash App. Dawson, what is it? $ Dawson 305. Thank you for the support. Until next time, it's your guy Dawson. Y'all take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself and each other. Peace.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. So what y'all think? I mean, what y'all think? Real, like, they're predictable. I'm telling you, they're predictable. I got it all in my book, The Religious Narcissist Decoded. It's a guidebook, ebook. It's available now. It just came out last week. And these are the same behaviors, y'all. Same behaviors that I was seeing, okay, in my own father, okay? Same behaviors I was seeing in my own father. That's why this stuff is so predictable. And it's just like, it's almost comical, but you have to be careful with even laughing about this type of stuff, because it can also desensitize you to hearing about these stories, to knowing that these type of people exist and the damage that they do. You know, it desensitizes you. And so you have to really be careful. It's like, even though you like, they're predictable and it's like they're stupid, you know what I mean? It's just like, come on, you know, you still have to be really careful, because like none of us are really above like falling into the snares of a highly manipulative person. And when we really think about the people that we love, you know, you have to think about like how much do you really know them? You know, like how much do you really know them? I'm sure that there are people who are around this man, this pastor, that would have never thought that he'd do this. Clearly, his congregation still has faith in him because they're following him, and his story is public. There is no way on God's green earth that I would that I would be under the leadership of a pastor who, like, it's crazy to me. But like, people do all the time. And these are like people who are educated, people who are financially well off, people who come from good families, you know, people who you would think by all accounts are good people. They still fall for this type of manipulation for the religious narcissist. And I'm telling you, it is because they use the very thing that is the core of you, which is your faith and your belief and your spiritual standing, right, with your creator. They use those very things to manipulate, control, and abuse you. And it's not that they believe it themselves, right? Because clearly they don't believe the same thing you believe, because then they wouldn't be doing the things that they're doing, right? Because you don't do those things because you believe that they're wrong. So if y'all actually believe the same, then they wouldn't do those things either, because they would believe that they're wrong and they wouldn't do it. But they do it. So they don't even believe what you believe. They just simply use what you believe against you, to exploit you, to control you, to manipulate you, to get whatever they want out of you, to abuse you. That's the religious narcissist. And they're all the freaking same. I personally am sick of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of it. And I just feel like it's a personal mission to really raise awareness about the religious narcissist, which is why I wrote, volume 1 of my memoir. And I also wrote the Religious Narcissist Decoded, because I uncovered, discerned, okay, the very tactics that I'm talking about in this book, the very tactics in my own father. He was spiritually abusing his church and his family. And I'm one of those women that are like, oh no, absolutely not. And because I grew up in it, right? I grew up with this, like, with my father being this way. He raised me. He was there my entire life. He never, like, him and my mom never they separated like one time, but during during the time that I was already grown when they separated. I was like 20 something. Like 21 maybe. When they separated, like during my lifetime, right? And then of course now they're separated. But even still, he was the man who raised me. He was in the household. So by all accounts, right, he's a man who raised his children, who never left, who took his children to church, who did all the things that you guys or people or the world, society or whatever claim is what constitutes a good father. However, he was abusing us. He was abusing the church members. He's a whole religious narcissist. So it's like you got to ask yourself, are we really like looking at the right things? Are we really like focused on the right things here? And how do we navigate this world of narcissism of all kinds, right? But how do we navigate in this world where people actually feel entitled to exploit you, to abuse you? They feel like they're so much better than you, that they can do you like this, that you're just an object to be used and abused and done whatever with. How do you really navigate in a world like that? And where it seems to be that this whole narcissism thing, it's almost like they're just like giving it to each other, like the common code or something, or like the vid, like how easy it was to catch it. Like you can't even be like in the same room with it or you're gonna get it. Like that's how it seems like this whole narcissism thing is like it's running absolutely rampant. And when you think about the religious narcissist, I believe that they plague the Black community more than any other race of people, but I don't know for sure. Okay. I'm just saying that's just my thought. Okay. You guys will have to weigh in your communities. Okay. But I think that they plague the Black community so much more because we as a community of people are highly religious. We are highly religious. And so it seems like the variety of narcissists that you're going to run into in the Black community is the religious narcissist, because they are using what we typically hold dear, which is our faith and our spirituality. They use it against us. And we have to be smart about that. We have to be smart about that. Because it's actually affecting our relationship with our Creator, like our actual spiritual relationships. It affects our relationships with other people, with our community of people. Most people don't even really have a community anymore, especially if you are one who is knowledgeable about this, about spiritual abuse, and you're like, like I left the church a long time ago because I recognized a long time ago that they was on some mess. Okay. Then more than likely you felt like that separation of you coming out of the church because the church was like a community, right? And it's like even still in the Black community, churches are like the community hub, and it seems like we've gotten away from a lot of that. And I think that it's probably due to COVID. But even still, it's like the church is like the hub of the Black community. And a lot of people were at some point realizing, or at one point or another, realizing that the church, even though it was the hub of the community, was not doing anything for the community. There was no like financial gains from that. There was no educational benefits to our children. There was nothing that the church was really doing. They weren't curbing the violence in the Black community or anything like that. So it's like, what is your point? Like, why are you here? what exactly is your job? Just to get resources and get money and get time and services from people, but you're not actually giving and serving the people, and so a lot of people already realize, and if you are one of those people who realize that, that the church wasn't what it was cut out to be or what it's portrayed to be, and you already pulled out, then I'm sure you went through your stage of grief, like grieving, leaving a community that is kind of a bit cult like, right? Where they kind of ostracize you because you're the one who left, and that whole like sense of community was kind of shattered for you. That's the work of a religious narcissist, and religious narcissism. And so, like, we have to really raise awareness of it, be smarter, be discerning about the churches, and not only the churches, right? Because it's not just in the church that these religious narcissists exist. They exist on social media. They are the ones that have these channels that are amassing large groups of followers that are preaching this violence towards women, preaching this sexual freedom with children and all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which is really sexual abuse, right? Pedophilia, right? But they are preaching this stuff, and they are amassing large groups of people. They are creating religions in order to spiritually abuse, right? Because they are religious narcissists. So it's important that we raise awareness, because these people are freaking dangerous, okay? And now we see, if you have been watching the last videos that I've done, especially when my reviews of Princella the Queenmaker, then you can see how I've tried to make that connection between the type of male that she's talking about and the religious narcissist, okay? Because people think that the way to escape the type of male that she's talking about is to go into the church and find them a man. And I'm just trying to tell you, honey, no. Okay. The pastor's daughter is trying to tell you, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Don't go into church thinking you're going to get a different male, because you are not. You are not going to get a different male in the church. Okay. So that's all I have for you on this evening. It's been a little over an hour, so I try to keep these down to an hour. If you will, go ahead and like the video. Thank you. First of all, thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you to my new subscribers. I saw that my subscriber numbers are going up, and people are engaging in the videos. They are commenting, and I appreciate you so very much. So if you don't mind, just go ahead and like the video. Help to share the video with the community at large, because we have to get smarter about these people. Let me just go ahead and give you a little something. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna totally get on y'all nerves with this fan, okay? And I know how to whip it, okay? Like, did y'all see that wrist action? It's really all in the wrist, right? And then of course you gotta have control, okay? So look, this is how I be telling people how to flick it, okay? So you gotta, like, this piece right here, you gotta hold that with your thumb and hold this piece right here, right? You gotta have control, because you can't drop your fan, okay? Because that's not cute, okay? So that's what you gotta do. Hold it like this. And then open these fingers and let it go. And then snap it back with these fingers. See? And snap it back like that. Let it go. Snap it back. Let it go. Snap it. And then let that thing go quick. You know what I'm saying? Like a ninja, honey. Okay. Anyways, I love you guys. And remember, you are important to me. I need you to survive. Love you guys. Bye-bye for now.